Well, hey there, my name is Jeff. Welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, well then pull up a seat and stay a while. And if you haven't, then pull up a seat and make yourself comfortable. Because today, I'm going to tell you about 7 different stocks that I've been looking at. And I'm actually going to invest thousands of dollars into one of these stocks this week. This is not financial advice, and I don't want you to think that I have the answers or know which stocks are going to do well or not. What I will tell you is that I am very focused about investing. So I'm going to tell you about those stocks, and you might get some ideas that will inspire you to do some more reading, some more research, some more scrolling through and clicking around and learning about these companies. So just to wind it back a little bit, at the beginning of this year, on the first trading day of 2024, it was January the 2nd, I bought stock in 10 different companies. Most all of them were semiconductor companies. This is kind of like the infrastructure of our digital age. I made a video about this, so I own 10 stocks. And every month, I'm going to add some more. I'm going to spend thousands of dollars buying some more stock for this portfolio. But I haven't decided, each month what it's going to be. Now, if I were like, some people, they get into this dollar cost averaging like exactly the same amount into exactly the same stocks or ETFs, mechanical. My idea here is to be a little more flexible, to manage this portfolio in a way that I think will give me the greatest chance at growing the total return of these investments over the course of the next year, the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Because if I just wanted the return of the S&P 500, that's easy, right? You just invest in VOO or VTI or something like that, and you get the whole average of the stock market. But my idea with this portfolio is to invest in just 10 companies, and I've picked mostly, not every single one, but they're mostly small cap stocks. So these are mostly between like $1 billion market cap and about $3 billion. Some of them are like 7, they're a little bit bigger. And there are a few that I would say are large cap stocks, but mainly most of them are small caps. And the idea is if you're a small company, you can grow a little faster. You can, here, I'll show you. If they are little cars, then these cars can drive really fast because they're small and like a rocket, but a car. But if you're a big company like JP Morgan or Colgate or Procter & Gamble, I don't know, even Apple or Microsoft, well, you can move pretty fast. You can get some speed going. But if you're a big truck like this, you're big, you can get some good speed going, but you're not as nimble. It's hard to double in size when you're this. This portfolio this year, I bought these 10 companies. What I have to do here is I need to look at these 10 stocks I've invested in and decide which ones to put, let's say, about $2,000 this month into. And this is an interesting question because my old way of thinking about it was I looked at the company whose stock price had gone down the most. And I figured, well, that one is cheapest. So I'm going to buy more of that stock because it's cheaper. It's the idea of value investing. You want to get a lot of stuff, but pay a lower price. A lot of times the stocks that are the cheapest are cheap for a reason. Like something's going wrong. There's a problem. And that's why the stock price has fallen so far. And maybe putting your money into that stock is not going to be the greatest idea because sure, it's cheap, but maybe there's a problem with the quality of the company, or maybe there's a problem in the economy and the company is suffering because of what's going on. So let me just start right now. 3 of the stocks that I am considering buying more of, and again, this is not financial advice, I'm just telling you about the stocks that I am researching right now. One of them is called Camtek, and the ticker is CAMT. That stock is up 17.64% this year so far. It's not even a month into it. And another stock that I'm considering is Onto Innovation, and that is up 11.25% so far. And the third is Axcelis Technologies. The ticker is ACLS, and that one's up 4.48% so far this year. Now, I mention these because there are companies that I identified like last year as ones I wanted to invest in, and I got in right at the start of this year. So they've done really well. Now, there are other stocks in this portfolio of 10 which are not doing so well. Now, let me give you 3 examples. One of them is called On Semiconductor. The other is Aspen Aerogels, and the other one is ST Microelectronics. Now, all 3 of these are related to electric vehicles in one way or another. So On Semiconductor, they make silicon carbide chips. And these are instrumental in a lot of these EVs, especially like Tesla. And then Aspen Aerogels makes this super lightweight insulation, which has been purchased heavily by electric vehicle manufacturers because they can put this around all of the little batteries in the battery compartments, and it reduces the chances that a fire will spread through and like catch all the batteries on fire. So Aspen Aerogels is a great company. They're an insulation company, but they are linked to the success of electric vehicle sales. And then the third company is ST Microelectronics. They're based in Geneva, Switzerland. They make very nice high-end silicon carbide chips. On Semiconductor, Aspen Aerogels, and ST Microelectronics have all suffered. On Semiconductor is negative 13.54 so far this year. Aspen Aerogels is negative 24.35 so far this year. And ST Microelectronics is negative 8.62 so far this year. So as you can see, these 3 are all cheaper now than they were when I started investing. So the value investor in me says, well, maybe I should buy more because they're cheap. But I have decided that, really what I want to do here is I'm not going to worry so much about the 1 or 2 or 3 stocks that may come down a lot in value. I mean, my goal here is to get a few stocks that double. That's 2x or triple, 3x. And in order to do that, sometimes you have to take some risk. But what I am doing, my own personal approach, is I'm not going to be buying more of the electric vehicle linked stocks right now, like On Semi or ST Micro, because I think it could be, half a year, maybe a year until the outlook for electric vehicles might improve. And I don't even know the timing of how that's going to work. So the companies that are really focused on electric vehicles, I'm going to wait, because there's always the chance that these stocks could get even cheaper as we go on through 2024, and I might be able to buy them at lower and lower prices. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to look at the companies like Camtech, like Onto Innovation, and like Axcelis Technologies, and think, what can I learn right now about what they're doing? Because I think they are somewhat detached from the electric vehicle debacle, and they may have prospects regardless of how well EV sales are this year. Now, Tesla just came out with kind of their earnings, and they reported, that they're going to have some slowdowns. Things don't look so great for Tesla. Their stock is negative 26.01% so far. We're just not even a month into this year. Let me know what you think about what I'm doing, and do you own any of these stocks? I'm just curious to know about people who watch these videos. Have you invested in any of the stocks that I mentioned? Put them in the comment section. I'll tell you what, if you're watching this, I would just love to know that you saw this video. So just type in the comment section like, hey, I saw this, or whatever. Or if you haven't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to be talking about these stocks, throughout the weeks. Each week I'm going to talk about semi-stocks, and I'm going to keep you updated on which companies in this sector of the economy seem to be doing really well. So if you want to stay on top of things and kind of be on the leading edge of AI and semiconductor developments, I'm going to be your guy to show you what I'm learning about. So hit subscribe. And yeah, I'm always interested to know what you guys are thinking about. I love to hear from you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.